Hey everyone.
Hi, friends.
What's going on?
Hi.
How we doing?
Episode 4.
Episode 4 of the Potty Yaddy.
Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy.
Yaddy, yaddy.
Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Welcome back, everyone.
We hope everyone had a great week. Although this was a very weird week, I'm not going to lie.
We're behind schedule.
Listen, did we put a plan together, have a Excel document, if you will? We
Yes.
did.
Do we follow it?
No.
No, we don't.
Here's the thing. We had a very regimented social calendar. We said we're going to be up front. We're going to be doing our best. That lasted for... Here's the thing.
Crash and burn. We also said we were going to do visual. How's that going?
You know, sometimes it's about imagination. You know?
No, it's about manifestation.
Oh, I see what we did there.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's exactly it. And the good news is when you can manifest just the state in which we are in at the moment.
It's not a good state. We're not doing well.
No, although I did just buy these running shorts from Soul Cycle, and they were very good.
You love your Soul Cycle.
I love Soul Cycle. I loved Soul Cycle.
We upgraded. We love the attire. We don't love the...
I don't know. Like, I just loved everything about it. Like,
Yeah.
I just loved going. I liked to be a part of it. But, yeah, so maybe honestly, like, maybe to kick things off, I was going to say that was my challenge, that I'm not doing Soul Cycle anymore. But I will say, really, my challenge was actually going to the dentist office and discovering I have a cavity, and then going there to get it filled. And they told me my appointment could not be honored, despite the fact that they made that appointment for me. And I had to come back another time because a person had a root canal. Now, I don't understand that per se, but that's okay.
You are just hitting all the scheduling conflicts this week.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I know tomorrow starts the ever beloved Mercury retrograde, so
that's probably why. Shadow period.
Yeah, here we go. But yes, that was actually my challenge for the week. And my cheers would honestly be that I officially was able to successfully launch something that I've been working on for a very long time. Yeah, so it was really exciting, and got to officially do that. And yeah, it's been really, really cool.
I'm so
really
excited for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's going on with you?
All right. So my challenge, I would say, is that I'm just dealing with typical millennial budgeting things that you don't prepare for, like needing four new tires.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And do you think like it's rubber? Like, what can it really possibly
Well, everyone I
cost?
talked to said like it's gonna blow out. I'm gonna get in an accident, and I'm like, but do I want to spend $1,000+? So
Right.
Caveat, cheers.
Cheersies.
Is that good thing for having a brother that's really into cars?
Love
and
this.
He sends you those websites where it's like, add your email for secret pricing. So instead of spending $1,000, I'll spend maybe like $200-$300 on tires.
Really?
Yeah.
That is clock that, baby. Love it.
Budgeting.
Budget.
Gotta do what I gotta do. As of
Good
right
for
now,
you.
can't afford the $1,000 tires, but I can afford
That's okay.
the $300 tires.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Let's be honest. Tires are worth $300. I mean,
For what it's worth. I've had this car we're going on 6 years in November. So for five and a half years on the same set of tires, I would say it's a win.
this is a win. This is a huge win.
If my $300 tires only give me 2 years, I still say it's a win.
I say, love that.
I mean, at that point, I think I want a new car. So maybe just like replace them with super cheap tires and just like trade it in. You know what I mean?
I feel like at some point a new car is in your future.
It is.
But I feel like your car fits you.
I love
like
my,
it is
I
so
love,
you. Your
I
car.
love my Alley Acura.
It is a really like I loved that car because we had the same car for a while too.
We did, and
I feel like it suits you. I feel like it didn't fit me, but I feel like it fits you well. Like it's so you.
I love her.
It's
but
sporty.
It's sporty. She's chic.
She's
fun.
chic. Who is she?
I think for me though, it's time for me and my shopping addiction to invest in an SUV.
Yeah. More trunk space.
More trunk space. I need to take the third row down. But also for that, just like, it's more, I've also realized too, maybe it's just.
Like most people get like a minivan because they're having a family. You go, family? Who said anything about family?
Is that in my future?
You go groceries, shipping. You go,
Facebook Marketplace hauls.
Woodbury Commons? Yeah.
Yeah, I love a car, but I think I'm meant to be in an SUV.
I feel like you would be the perfect person for like the best car to optimize your shopping experience. Someone's like Honda Pilot, you go grade A. You know, like
I give that a B plus.
you go, here's the thing. You go, the roof rack isn't stable for large purchases of plates.
Yep.
You're going to want something that's more durable.
Listen,
That's important.
You have those Dutch ovens from Le Creuset.
You do not want to put that on the roof rack.
Can never put that on the roof rack.
I go, here's my recommendation. Front seat.
Yep.
Or second row seat, third seat if it's a bench seat.
Make sure you clock it in.
Clock it.
It's going to be seatbelted
100%.
in and safe.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, I think this, you know what, it's funny. Actually, it's funny that you bring up Woodbury because my two not resolutions, but my two like manifestations of the year was get a new car
Love that.
and have a no budget trip to Woodbury Commons.
So wait, you want to hear something really crazy?
Tell me.
I went on Saturday to Woodbury Commons.
Oh, you didn't even tell me, you
Wait,
lying sack
crazy.
of-
It was the day that New Jersey was about to get the snowstorm.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So-
so we were like getting into a state of emergency.
Nobody was there.
Shut up.
Walked into Christian Louboutin.
No, you didn't.
Walked in. Like,
Did you get anything?
I didn't buy anything. Honestly, I'm going to be
know.
honest with you. Like, listen,
Inventory's rough there.
inventory is rough.
Yep.
And I will also say shoes were stunning.
Mm.
I understand it's still like half price, but half price is still also 95% more
Yep.
than what I would pay for a standard pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And for instance, beautiful, these like Louboutin loafers,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. They were like $4,000 on sale for like $2,900. And you're saying to yourself, wow.
Steal.
Still, you go, God, who could afford this? I didn't. So I didn't buy anything. I did go to a few other stores. Where else did I go? That was
I
actually
have to
really
say, I think the Lululemon outlet is the best at
good.
Woodbury.
So they moved it.
And it's huge.
Wait, where is it?
It's by Louboutin a little bit.
Really?
Maybe like over, yeah. If
So
you were like
there's
by
like
Louboutin-
Toomey. You know where Hoka is now?
Yes, I saw Hoga and On.
Yeah, so On is a little bit closer to Christian Louboutin.
Yes.
But I couldn't find Lululemon because Lululemon used to be across from Adidas.
It's still there. They just expanded the store. It's bigger.
Really?
And I have gotten so many good deals there. And plus
Interesting.
military
Oh,
LEO discounts.
Interesting. That's right.
I got like, I think my purchase was maybe like $200 or $300. I got it for like $50.
That's like
I have to say that is
that's like your tire purchase.
It is my tire purchase.
Yeah.
That's my favorite store there. But like my dream for this year is just to have like a no budget and just like go into the stores
But
and
like,
shop.
if you really could, how much would you like spend?
Oof.
Like I'm talking, like I'm not saying like you're going and buying like 4 bags from like
No,
Gucci,
no.
like just a Givenchy wallet. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking like really, like if you were really gonna say like I really do want this,
Oof.
it's got to be in the thousands. I would assume.
Yeah, I would probably say like on the conservative side, 25 to 4.
Wait,
2,500. Sorry, 2,500 to 4,000.
It's like
On like the on
25,000 to 400,000.
yeah, pocket change.
Amelia, that's like a lot to process.
Manifestation.
Yeah, you go ahead.
baby. No,
Yeah.
I would say like to be like realistic, like 2,500 to 4,000. If I win the lottery, honey, we are like 10, 15,
Oh.
20
You
in
know
the
what's
hole.
I recently just got a Win for Life lottery ticket. It's like the first time that I've
I love
ever.
those.
So I've never played the lottery, and I went in there, and you know, it's like I don't really understand this, but it was like,
I can explain it. What's your question?
so the ticket was like $3.
Yes.
They're like, right, but do you want the multiplier, blah blah blah? And they're like, okay, great. They're like,
oh, so
okay,
you didn't get a scratch off though.
no, it's like a
Win for-
lottery.
Win for
Sorry,
life is a scratch
cash
off.
for life. I
Got
got
it,
cash for
okay.
life. Sorry, I got no wait.
Yeah, so there's a scratch.
Hold on, I got both. I'm sorry. I got cash for life and I got Win for Life. I got a
Okay.
cash for life lottery ticket.
Got it.
And then I got the scratch off. That's the Win for Life.
Okay.
But here's the thing: when you get the cash for life, it's like, oh, it's $3, let's say, per row or
Yep.
whatever. But then there's like a multiplier, Powerball multiple, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
like all of a sudden it's like a $50 ticket, and you're like, you said 3, and he's like, well, yeah, well, the multipliers, and you're like, this is a lottery ticket. Like,
That's how they get you.
yeah, but you're like, but that seems like a lot of money for numbers.
What made you get a lottery ticket?
So we went to a diner near where I live,
Okay.
and there was like a lottery store there, and I
Uh-huh.
saw some change in my wallet. I was like, let's buy it, and I think it was like, I forgot how much it was, but it was like, you know, a couple bucks basically, and I was like, seems like a lot of couple bucks for from like luck that I don't know will ever happen.
Well, I think it's a good transition into our topic today on return on investment.
It's ROI.
ROI.
And it's about ROI and how
ROI is about ROI. Tell me more.
So truly what this episode is really about is investing in yourself, the yield that it really does genuinely have, not only in your life, but kind of how widespread it actually can truly impact your life.
And I think we have to preface by saying we're not talking monetarily here. I think that, I think for me, return on investment is energy. I think it's alignment with who you're meant to be. And I think it's the joy that you get from what you're investing into. So I'm really excited about this episode.
Yeah. I've always said that the highest ROI in my portfolio is not a stock, it's me, baby.
Oh.
Okay.
The way that I look at it is that high performers audit their money. Elite humans audit their energy.
Elite. Wow, that is a lot to process. No, so the truth is like when I actually, so let's like kind of like define it a bit, I think a little bit more. So for me, I will tell you, if like ROI is like, first you have to obviously, of course, choose what the actual investment is. And then to me, the main question for me in terms of ROI is not what I'm doing, but of course the expected result, and how do you know the result was met? Like, I think a lot of times when we invest, it's easy to call something an investment because it requires effort. Where to me, an investment in yourself has to be something that you would actually either push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's going to be something that you would never maybe do before. It maybe realigns you, in a spiritual realm. But ultimately what it is it's kind of like I think in last week's episode, we were talking about it. It's that small microscopic shift to something really massive in your life. That is a deviation from the norm, or a deviation from your formula that works all the time. And to me, that is what ROI is. It's that deviation that when you think about it of why would I do this? If that why means something bigger that you currently don't experience or have not achieved yet, that to me is ROI.
Yeah, I agree. And to piggy off of that, I think for myself, a big resolution that I had for myself this year was that my energy is my most expensive asset. It is my highest yielding asset. So moving forward with the way I'm moving this year, like I stopped asking myself, is this worth it? And I started asking myself, what is being returned to me by investing into this?
Sure.
And that can be anywhere from I'm investing my time, I'm investing my attention, I'm investing my emotional labor, I'm investing brain capacity, nervous system capability, all of these different things. And you need to realize that sometimes what you invest in, it's not going to pay you the dividends. So for me, I have to look at it and say, okay, am I getting happiness from this? Am I getting peace from this?
Yeah.
Am I getting confidence from this? Do I have a level of self-trust and self-esteem that's coming from this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, even before we got on this episode, you and I were talking about a certain friend that I have, and I'm being drained by this person, and my cup is not being filled back.
It's difficult.
And it's really hard because I have to, like, even though, like, as close of a friend as they are, as much as I enjoy them, like, if you're draining
it's still an investment.
It is, because you're now draining my energy. You're making my anxiety multiply. Like, that's not aligning with who I want to be and who I'm meant to be.
Well, it actually begs the question, can friendships be loss leaders?
Ooh, yeah, 1,000,000%
But it's like, so it's like, if, again, not to examine it in like a corporate setting, but there are going to be products that corporations offer that are loss leaders.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it's better to have it and dominate the space, or, outperform or keep your name relevant than it would be to not have it. So then you try and offset that with your cash cows or whatever it may be. But so like, that's where the ROI bit to me makes sense. I will tell you though, I feel like in my own personal life, there are areas in my life that I always have found has yielded me not even 10x, like 1,000x. I think relationships, like in really smart relationships, and what I mean by smart relationships, I mean relationships that you get each other on all facets,
Yep.
meaning like you see each other, intellectually, you see each other on drive and ambition, on confidence and charisma. You see each other in all facets, and they're typically smarter than me, is when I tend to see the ROI. I also think too on education, education has never let me down.
Yeah.
Anything I've studied, I always try and retain or perfect or make it better. So I feel like those are two areas for me that like ROI has been so good to me. I think kindness is a huge ROI.
Yep.
I think it's always returned tenfold, if not more. And I do think too, like, not only just on kindness, I think like charity, there is a sense of giving back that I think is so underrepresented in ROI that there is a return to yourself too. There is a selfish component of it, I do believe, of doing it, because the fact that you can do something for someone means that you strived for something, earned it, and then you want to pay it forward. I think is such a beautiful, wonderful thing. So like that's another major return on investment I think is not overly calculated.
I agree. And I think another portion is the self-growth that the more you do, the more it compounds.
Yeah, it's like cheap now is expensive later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, so think about it. Like everyone always says, oh, if I invested when I was 1 year old in NVIDIA, I will have like millions of
course.
dollars. But let's switch that perspective monetarily and look at, if I invest myself going to the gym every day, I'm going to have a better cholesterol levels. I'm going to have a better body fat, index, whatever that may be. Or if I am going to learn how to start saying no, that means you're protecting your energy. You're protecting the mental spirals that may come for saying yes to someone that might not deserve it. I think that everyone might think with internal investments that it has to be an immediate return, but your future self is that immediate return. Who you become after working out, saying no, maybe, reading, maybe going to therapy, maybe choosing a higher standard in yourself and your partner, it's going to do nothing but pave the way for who you're meant to become. I mean, think about it. When you kind of start getting the ball rolling, it compounds in better decision making. It compounds in a stronger relationship. It compounds in your self-esteem and your confidence skyrocketing. But also think about it. Healthier relationship boundaries. You might get bigger opportunities. I feel like the way to look at it when it comes to like self-growth and compounding is that when you upgrade yourself internally, your external has to recalibrate to meet you, because there's no way that you're going to have such an alignment in who you are and what the world is giving back to you. It matches, I believe that the world is going to match the standard that you practice. So
Truly.
like think about it too, like you see all the time on TikTok, it's like someone says, oh, I'm running a marathon, and they do the video mile 1, mile 2, but then you look, they're just running around their neighborhood. But that the universe is going to catch you and
Absolutely.
say, I saw what you posted, but like you actually put it into it, like you're going to get it back.
Yeah, I think though too, there is a tipping point from self-investment to just avoidance though.
Oh, yeah,
Because
I agree.
you ever see like people that they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna start this course, or I'm gonna try something, or I'm going to read this other self-help book or whatever. And then that's all wonderful, but it's all prep. There's no like execution to it.
Yeah.
So it's like someone being like, what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my life, and I'm going to leave my job. And so I'm going to change my life. I'm going to quit, and I'm going to do this, this, and this. And you're kind of like, that's not really like you investing in yourself and prioritizing yourself. That's you just like putting it out there that you want change.
Yeah.
Or when someone says, I'm gonna build another course. I'm gonna strive for whatever. My point is that I think a lot of times self-investment, to a lot of people, if you're not in that mode of self-investment, you're to see a lot of people look at you like you're a bit selfish, and it could also come across as you trying to avoid the real problems in your life. So I think for me, like, investment to me is about movement. It's about it's not applying for the MBA. It's doing the MBA.
Yeah, I mean, there's a really great quote I once heard where it's, how everyone says knowledge is power.
Sure.
Knowledge is potential power. Action is what actually holds the power, because you're making movements towards all the knowledge that you've gained. think that's really, I think it goes right along with what you're saying, because, you can say, oh, I'm going to go get an MBA, apply for it, study for it, write your essay for it.
Get the diploma.
Get the diploma. Do great in classes, get A's. Like,
right. And if you look at it this way, it's like if someone said, yeah, I'm going to school and I didn't get the diploma, obviously, of course, if there's reasons or extenuating circumstances why you didn't, of course. But I'm saying the ability to execute but not see it through didn't yield the investment. You spent the time, energy, money, commitment, sacrifice into something without the diploma. If it's necessary for you to achieve or obtain that diploma, you have to follow through.
Yeah.
That is the reward, or that is that return on that investment. Otherwise, that was just basically wasted time.
Yeah. Well, I think another thing that people have to remember is they also have to consider what is the return rate on what they're investing in. So if we're talking about school, what is your return rate going to be? You're going to get a diploma. You're going to be able to apply for that job. You're going to get a higher salary cap. That could be for work. In relationships, what's your return rate? It could be, do I feel expanded in this relationship or do I feel contracted? Is this connection multiplying my peace or is it taxing it? Even a simple question, do I like who I am when I'm around this person? Like, you have to look at the bigger picture. If you plan on investing something, you also have to answer how is my return rate going to look?
Yeah. You ever see like when someone does something wrong, say, and they'll say, it wasn't my intention.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, come on, like
you had to see that coming.
And like, there was a quote that I recently read. I zero clue of where I read it, but it was something to the effect of, I don't care about your intention. You still impacted me. And that's so beyond true. And so I think too, it's like, to me, the first step of understanding where to invest is not outlining intentions, but outlining what impacts you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're able to then determine whether or not the investment is a correct one. So a good example is to say, if you're like, I really want to, get that managerial title, but you know that your employer tends to go for people with an MBA, okay, well, if I really want to make an impact at the company, I might have to get the MBA.
Yep.
It might not be to take the micro masters. It might not be to take the digital course or to do the boot camp. If you know they respect and only would accept the MBA, that is what you might have to take if you want to stay with this company. So that's what I'm saying. Your intent to get the managerial title can't be matched with an investment in a micro master's.
Correct.
It has to be met with the ultimate goal, which is a master's equals, or an MBA equals managerial role, which equals new wealth, which equals freedom, which equals something else.
Yeah.
They have to be all aligned.
Yeah, and I think that's where people sometimes forget that you have to look at every step of the process.
Sure.
Where, for example, say I want to, hypothetically speaking, I want to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year. What do I need to align myself with to do such things? So you have to make a gym plan, make a meal prep plan, make a diet plan, forward look your month and say, I'm only going to drink on this Saturday because it's a special event. You have to say, all right, if we go on vacation, why don't we go to a vacation where we can go for a hike or we can do something activity?
Exactly.
You have to literally plan out every step, every second, every hour, every day, every week. If it's truly something that you want to align with, you have to act like that is who you are. And you have to ask yourself, okay, what does someone that's 50 pounds later, what do? They wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're at the gym from 5:30 to 6:30.
Yeah, and go and do it.
And you're doing it, and you're coming home, and you're having the protein shake, and you're having the clean lunches, and you're not binge eating at night. If you can still enjoy your life, no one's telling you not to, but it's structured. You're not going off the rails, and I think that's really important. If you want to walk the walk, you have. If you want to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
Yeah, and to your point too, you're saying though part of if I'm understanding this properly, it's that part of self-improvement is restraint.
1,000,000%. And self-discipline and mental discipline.
So to your point of, yes, like if you want to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, I mean, of course, I guess the journey is very different for everyone and how they want to go about it. It might be accelerated, it might be longer. It depends on, I guess the starting points too and what's achievable in your life. But yeah, some people have discipline every morning to get up and go for a walk in the morning and then do for a run in the afternoon, whatever it is, and could kickstart the journey relatively fast. Sometimes you might realize that the plan you put together requires you to develop softer skills or harder skills even before that. So to your point of planning, you might have to find out you might not even be a planner.
Yeah.
You might find out, like, I put this great plan together and I love going to the gym, but like I thought I was going to do workouts in the morning before work. I don't like it.
Yep.
I'm more effective at night. That's totally fine. But to me, that's where the self-improvement comes in, and that restraint and kind of the acknowledgement that it just because it doesn't go to plan, it doesn't mean the impact isn't there.
Exactly.
You have to be able to pivot the plan.
Yep.
And even as you're going through it, best thing you can do is say, great, I'm not a planner. I'm going to reevaluate. I'm going to try it. You might just be scared to continue it, or it might be like, I really do hate it. Pivot. Like the best plans to me are the ones that still pivot around the goal, but it doesn't change the outcome of the goal. Because you go to the gym in the morning doesn't mean you still can't lose 50 pounds. It just means you're not going to the gym in the morning. You go at night.
Exactly. And I think that's too, like the mental reframe should be like, you just have to strategically align with who you are. I'm not a morning gym person. I'm not. I can maybe go on my lunch hour, or I can go directly after work. I'm not someone that, really likes to eat heavy in the morning. So if I know I have to get my protein goal, I know I'm having a protein shake that at least has 40 or 50 grams of protein to start my day off. Might not be eggs and, all the healthy proteins, but it's still something that gets moving. But you have to be honest with yourself. You can't sit here and like say, I'm going to do all these things when it's not in your DNA
Possible
to do it. Exactly. And listen, you can train your mind to do anything. If you really want to become that 5 a.m. gym person, become that 5 a.m. gym person.
Yeah.
Don't sleep through the alarm. Put your phone in the bathroom where you have to actually physically get up out of bed, take your phone off, and like Atomic Habits, right under your phone, you have your gym clothes. You got to stack the habits to make it your reality.
Yeah.
And I think that right there is all encompassing of, you just have to be mentally strong to live the life that you so well deserve, but also the life that you want.
Yeah. But I think to your point though too, that is like the ultimate goal is mental fortitude. To get to that place, I think the first step of the process is to first understand that you have to take small steps to your exact point, which is 1, believe who I want to be, and 2, outline the smallest step you can take tomorrow.
Yep.
If your point is you maybe don't have to go to the gym tomorrow and do the 5 a.m. workout, have your workout planned to do everything. Maybe the first step is see if you could wake up at 5 a.m. 5 days in a row, 1 day in a row, 2 days in a row. See if you can even just get out of bed. Next step is maybe you get up and make coffee. If that's what it takes, you'll find that in a month, you got your body trained to get up at 5 a.m., make coffee, and put sneakers on. And then maybe by month 2, you're getting up, putting sneakers on, and you're getting out of your house to go for a walk. Then you're finally going for the run. Then you're driving to the gym. Like, my point is, though, it doesn't have to be on day 1 that you're in the plan. Sometimes you need a longer ramp, but it doesn't mean that the result or that impact will not be there. You just need a little bit more time. And the good news is time is your friend when it comes to return on investment. If you need something a little faster, might not be your best friend, but it still is your friend. I
agree. Yeah, I mean, I think a good way to end the episode is to give a little 1-sentence thought on what you think reinvesting will do for you, and then also ask a question. So for me, I think that the quality of my life is directly related to what I tolerate and what I choose to invest in.
Love that.
And I think the question I want to pose to everyone is for you to ask yourself a closing reflection. What are you underinvesting in yourself? What area do you think that you want to do so good in, but you're just slacking a little bit? And I'll say where I am. Mine is definitely the gym. I know I'm meant to live in a healthy body. I'm meant to live in a body that is vital, that I'm able to move and that I'm able to grow in. And when I'm older, I still have my mobility, I still have my strength, and that's very important to me. And the first step that I have to do is that I have to invest in getting into the gym, and I have to invest in being a little bit better on my diet. Because, sometimes you just want to crave some Taco Bell.
I think that's great, though.
Thank you.
Well, we're here for that journey.
Thank you. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to put on my day app on my Microsoft To Do. I am going to the gym at 7:30 or 8 in the morning.
Good for you. Well, next week we're going to hear all about it.
Yes, you will.
I would say my ending quote, if you will, and again, kind of riffing, to be honest with you, is like, I think investment is like taking a win, but like not celebrating it too long and like staring at the win, being like, cool, I got it. And then being like, let's get back to work.
Yeah, it's like acknowledgement, but like still movement.
Yeah. And I feel like it's one of those things of like, if you look at reinvestment as a stair, great, you got to step 1, you got 10 left, acknowledge the cool step that you're on, be proud of it, pat yourself on the back and be like, on to step 2.
And have gratitude for every step that
Yeah.
you're making.
Effort is your best friend, and you will always thank yourself for doing the best for yourself. And you'll never regret the time that you said, yeah, you know what, I went for that run, or I tried something, because you learned, even if you made a mistake, you did something great for yourself, and that will always lead to something bigger in life.
I love that.
Yeah. So my question to you out there is if you ever regretted something in life, what was it? But most importantly, what did you learn from it, and how did it make you better?
I love that. How would you answer that?
I would say that I learned that being a part of an equation or a formula that exists in your head based upon maybe experience doesn't define you, that you have to pay for your own path and you're your own destiny, and forget what anyone says. Just live your life the way you want to live it. And that's what reinvestment is. Yeah.
I love it.
On that very note, it was wonderful speaking to all of you today.
Yes, guys, we love having you. And guess what? Get ready for next week's birthday episode.
Oh, she's style. She's grace.
She's Miss United States. It's our first birthday of the podcast.
It's a birthday party.
Birthday. Hey.
Well, we're very excited to celebrate all with you. Again, like, subscribe, follow us on every form of social media known to man. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Podbean, and wherever you get your social media. See you later, everyone.
Bye, friends.
Bye.